Hello, this is Spartacus here, and welcome to another video where today I am showing some Call of Duty 4 gameplay for you guys. Yeah, Call of Duty 4. This is probably the very first video I've ever showed Call of Duty 4 gameplay, unless I did a previous video talking about Call of Duty 4 Remastered, or Modern Warfare Remastered is what it's actually called. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, I got some Call of Duty 4 gameplay for you guys. It's from the Xbox 360. And I kind of bought this game recently. I haven't played it too much, the reason why I bought it is because I kind of wanted to experience it a little bit before I actually get Modern Warfare Remastered, which is going to be coming out the same time as Infinite Warfare. And the only way to get Modern Warfare Remastered is by buying the Legendary, I think it's called Legendary, I don't know, there's some type of special edition of Infinite Warfare. And of course some people don't really like that idea, but will Call of Duty 4 Remastered or Modern Warfare Remastered, is it going to be the same thing as we see in Call of Duty 4? Now, of course, it's remastered. That means it's going to have better graphics, which is great. We've seen some images. We saw a teaser trailer. Obviously, if you compare that teaser trailer and images to like actual images and from footages in this game, the Call of Duty 4 game, you can tell that the graphics are literally like 100% better. Like, there's a major difference between both of them. And the thing that I really like what they did with this, like take a multiplayer map for example, like they've added in so much more detail. Like it's just way more visual than the actual Call of Duty 4. It's not bland, it's not flat like colors or anything like that. I don't know, I'm just really impressed with the new graphics they're adding to this Modern Warfare Remastered game. But the question of the day is, will it be the same as Call of Duty 4? Will Modern Warfare Remastered be the same as Call of Duty 4? That's hard to say. For me personally, I didn't really start playing Call of Duty. Like, I didn't start getting into it till Modern Warfare 3 came out. But I have played Call of Duty 4 in the past on my PS3, which I can't sign into my PlayStation account anymore, which sucks. But then, of course, I moved on to Xbox, and I got this game for the Xbox, and so on and so forth. And anyway, I've never experienced Call of Duty 4 at its prime. I've never experienced Call of Duty 4 when it first came out. Like, it was the up-to-date Call of Duty game during its time in 2007, I want to say. And so I've never knew what it was like playing this game back then. Like, when I go back and play the game now, Call of Duty 4 now, it's basically just a different Call of Duty game to me. I don't feel that nostalgic feel, you know? Like, for people who started, a lot of people have started playing Call of Duty when Call of Duty 4 came out. And if they were to go back to that game right now and start playing, they'll be like, dang, I remember this, I remember that, I remember some grenade throws in this area. Like, they'll have this nostalgic feeling for it. Whereas me, I haven't played the game long enough back in the day to where I had a nostalgic feeling for it. And that's kind of the main focus here on that question is, will it have like a nostalgic feel for it? It might to some people. I mean, of course, I've never played Modern Warfare Remastered. But for me, it's going to be like a different Call of Duty game. Like, this is definitely going to be good for players who like played Call of Duty 4 back during its prime. And it's also going to be good for players who have never even played Call of Duty 4 like myself. I mean, like I said, I did buy Call of Duty 4 for my Xbox 360 not too long ago. But of course, it's not going to be the same now as it was back then. We're going to have modders and hackers, and it's just crazy, right? Right now, anyway, that's how it was. And back then, there wasn't as very many modders because people weren't really into that kind of stuff during the time, and plus there's more player count during the game, and yeah, you get the point. But when I go, this is actually a fun fact. I'm kind of a little off subject here, but the fun fact is that comparing to the player count, not necessarily the player count, but the people who play on PlayStation 3 for Call of Duty 4 and the Xbox 360, right now anyway, there are more modders, and I guess you can call hackers, on PlayStation 3 than there are on the Xbox 360. I don't know why. I mean, I guess PlayStation's kind of known for more modders, but on the Xbox 360, I don't run into modders that often, which is awesome. So it's kind of like when you go into a multiplayer match, you're not gonna like see very many modders at all, which I think is pretty cool. But anyway, going back on topic here. So yeah, I mentioned that the graphics are going to be the same, and not to mention the perks and maps are going to be the same too. Now, there's only going to be 10 multiplayer maps for Call of Duty 4. Now, I don't know if they're going to add more in the future when the game's already released, but so far, right now, with the standard game, you're only going to get 10 multiplayer maps, which in the original one, there is more than 10. I know that for a fact. And I don't know exactly what all of the maps are in Call of Duty 4. I'm not sure if they've been released. And one of the maps, I think I've seen a list of some of them, and so far I haven't seen Shipment, and that's kind of interesting, which is the gameplay you guys are seeing is actually Shipment. It's chaotic, as you can see. Like, Shipment is chaotic. It's, oh man, it's very, very chaotic. But the maps, the perks, the weapons, all of that, and I don't know, but the ranking up system are pretty much going to be the same. They're all going to be the same. They're going to be basically a copy and paste thing from Call of Duty 4 to Modern Warfare Remastered. Except for the maps, of course, they're like obviously going to be better looking. And the guns, I don't know if the guns are going to have tweaks to them, but all the guns that are in Call of Duty 4 are going to be in Modern Warfare Remastered, which is pretty cool. Not to mention that, like I said, the perks are going to be there, and I'm assuming the perks are going to be acting the same as well. And so the perks, like some of them are kind of like ridiculous, like health, or I think it's called Juggernaut, which gives you more health, and then there's stopping power, which makes you have more bullet damage, which is kind of ridiculous perks that you don't see to like the Call of Duties you see now. They don't even have those perks anymore. So, and they're still gonna have those perks, I guess, because they want to keep everything the same. They want to have that same feeling as when you first started playing that game, I guess you could say, something like that. I don't know, just a little thought there. But, yeah, I think it seems like they're going to keep most of the game the same. I don't know what they're changing other than the graphics. Maybe they're tweaking some perks and weapons. I don't know that for sure. But definitely the graphics are definitely going to be changing. And I think it's hard for me to say. You can't really, like, just go back and have that same feeling. You can't just really remaster a video game and just start playing it and still have that same feeling when you first started playing. It doesn't really work that way. You can't really bring the past into the present. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know. It's kind of hard. I'm not really sure. People will probably won't have the same feel, but they will probably have a very nice feeling of seeing a game that they loved back in the day, and it's like upgraded and new, and I think that's a great thing. But I don't know if it's gonna have the same feeling. You can't really make that same feeling, honestly, when you make a new Call of Duty game that's like you're remastering an old one. I don't know. Just a little thought there. For me personally, it's hard for me to say if it's going to feel the same as Call of Duty 4, the original one. And so I can't say that for sure because I never played it back in its prime. But but either way, even if it doesn't have the same feeling, even though this Call of Duty Remaster may not have the same feeling, I'm pretty sure it's still going to be fun. It's probably going to be just as fun as Call of Duty 4. Maybe not when you first started playing it, but it's going to play the same, of course. I mean, it's going to be the same game. They were, like, Raven Software was smart and didn't change anything. Same with Infinity Ward because they're kind of overwatching what they're doing. And so, yeah, I think it's going to be a great game overall, but having the same feeling, being the exact same, like, actually physically, or not necessarily physically, but literally the same thing, almost literally the same, but the feeling the same way, I can't say for sure. But yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating for whatever you guys feel this video deserves. And I would really like to know in your comments, guys, like down in my comments, I want you guys to say, do you think it'll have the same feeling? Because it's real. I don't know if you can really like make a game have the same feeling. I don't know that for sure. I mean, I guess we'll find out when the game actually comes out. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's gonna have the same feeling? Is it gonna be the same as the original? I don't know. I would like to know your guys' thoughts in the comments section below. And like I said before, hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and I shall get you guys later.